What's up, YouTube? Welcome to the pilot episode of AHO. What I'm going to do today for you is a double unboxing. I have here a mystery tackle box and a lucky tackle box. Both Panfish series, both for the month of April. Little bit of something about the two companies, they're rival companies. You got Mystery Tackle Box, Lucky Tackle Box. Both are subscription-based companies. It's $15 a month, and they send you a box of baits. Plain and simple. You don't know what you're getting. You're getting a box of baits. The box is generally worth $25 to $30, so you're definitely getting more than what you pay for. It's a really cool way to try out stuff that you normally would not go to the store and buy yourself, or stuff you really just don't know exists. So without further ado, I'm going to get right into it. I'm going to start out with the Lucky Tackle Box today. So the Lucky Tackle Box is paper as well. Okay, so the Lucky Tackle Box, in the bottom, you're going to find two things. Actually, both boxes, you're going to find two things in the bottom. You're going to find a magazine. This is the Fish Hound Hello. This is a Fish Hound magazine for the Lucky Tackle Box. There's generally a lot of neat different articles in here, and so there's an article on Tyler from Tyler Reels Fishing. I don't know if you've watched any of his stuff, but he's a pretty cool cat, or seems like a pretty cool guy. So there's the magazine, Fish Hound magazine, which is in the Lucky Tackle Box. And here is the Inside Your Box card. Now what this card does is tells you a little bit about everything that comes in your box, as well as the cost of what you would pay at a local retailer. So get right into it. We're going to start out with a Raw Outdoors Raw OL 2-inch multi-jointed swim bait. A multi-jointed swim bait for panfish. Okay, didn't even know those existed. So yes, here we go. Raw Outdoors multi-jointed swim bait. I'm going to take it out. If I can take it out. There we go. So, ow, it's sharp hook. So it is just a little multi-jointed swim bait. Yeah, it's got a really cool little pattern to it. Never ever would have even considered trying one of these for panfish. I've never used one for bass fishing, let alone pan fishing. So that is definitely going to see right there. That's going to be something cool you're going to try out. That's $6. So there's over a third of the price of the box already in the first lure. And there's still a bunch to go. So that is the Raw Outdoors multi-jointed swim bait 2-inch minnow. That's actually going to be really fun, I think. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Next up is Sapsuckers Original inch 1.5. That's not very helpful. Sapsucker, okay, little minnows. Sapsucker. Never heard of Sapsuckers. Once again, another company that I've never heard of, never seen before, and they've got these little plastic minnows, and they're actually kind of, we have a lot of action off, I think, going through the water. So that's going to be something kind of cool to rig up in a little jig head. We'll see what we can do there. So that was the Sapsuckers lure. It's $3.79 for that pack right there. Let's see something new. Like I said, this stuff, it's really cool. Both these companies come with really cool baits that I normally would not go out and just purchase myself, or like I said, I just don't have in the area. Like, I mean, I work at Dick's Sporting Goods. On the side, I've got like 3 or 4 jobs, whatever. We don't have anything like we don't have any of those two I just had. I've never even seen them before. So, well, the next one, for example, here's this next one. There are these these mini tubes. Love throwing mini tubes. I've got some Zooms. I've got a bunch of different brands. Southern Pro, all kinds of different stuff. And I mean, it's something that I throw all the time. And just a little Zoom mini tube. I've got 2 of them out, but little Zoom mini tubes. I mean, rig them up on a little jig head. I've got tube jigs as well. So, you know, some stuff you've thrown before, some stuff you haven't. I'm definitely going to throw these because I throw them anyway. So it's all cool stuff that you're going to get, and that's $2.50 a pack. So next up, I've got a Johnson Minnow Spin, 24th Johnson Minnow Spin. So this is, okay, it's kind of like a little, open this up here. It's like a little rooster tail. Never thrown these before. Throwing rooster tails, not throwing little minnow spins. So Kind of like a little fire tiger pattern, which I think is kind of cool. I like the little fire tiger, real colorful. So yeah, like right there, there's something I wouldn't go out and buy. I just usually buy little rooster tails, but you know, this thing might do so much better than the rooster tails that I'll never buy another one again. So that is the Johnson 24th ounce minnow spin for $2.49. Flip the card over. Next up, we've got a North Tackle micro shad. Micro shad. That's got to be this little feller right here. So here you go. Just itty bitty little soft plastic minnow or shad, and it's got what appears to be a, I'm going to call that a 30-second jig head, if I can get it out of the package. You know, just a little micro shad, little itty bitty swim bait. So I got something real similar to this on a little spinner, itty bitty spinner rig, and I never did catch anything on that, but wrong presentation. Maybe I'll do it with this one. I don't think it was North Tackle anyway, but that's $1.99 for that little guy. $1.99. Next up is another North Head Tackle. It's bobbers with bobber stoppers. Bobber stoppers. So anyone that goes pan fishing, bobbers. I mean, come on. Yeah, it's not more basic than that. Those are $1.40 for a 2-pack. You know, a little red worm or something into a hook, bobbers. They give you everything, man. It really works out. Last but certainly not least is, well, actually it's not last, but get to that here in a minute. Oh, cool, Autism Awareness pack of the Blood Aberdeen hooks from Mustad. Now, these are really big, in my opinion. It's 3/0 hooks, wow. Okay, so I think that would be a little big, in my opinion, for what we're fishing in this area, but, you know, good crappie will hook into that. Yeah. We'll give her a shot, you know. What's the worst you do? Use them for bass or something later, you know. But those are $1.39 a pack, and the reason I'm so suspicious is that's the last thing on my card. There's nothing else left on the card at all, but lo and behold, here's some Apex Roundhead 16-ounce jigs. It's bonus. It's freaking phenomenal. So there's another, I mean, what are these going to run you? $2.99, $3.99 for that pack right there, something like that. So there's a bonus lure, bonus tackle. I mean, who doesn't like bonus tackle? I mean, it's free stuff. And here's a, is that a fish sticker? I think it's a sticker. It's a little, just fish it. So it's kind of like a Nike thing. Fishingcrate.com. I'll have to check them out. I don't think I've ever been there. But so yeah, that is the Lucky Tackle box. A couple things I've had, a couple things I've never even seen before. So it'll be fun to go out and try. So without further ado, we're gonna move on, no breaks, to the mystery tackle box. Both Panfish editions. Mystery tackle box. Okay. Mystery Tackle Box also has a magazine, the Dibble Digest. It's kind of the same thing as the other, well, it's different articles, but it's still articles, techniques, so on and so forth. Really cool information in here. Actually read them because they do help you out quite a bit. And then here's an About Your Box card. That's what they call it. I think the other one was in your box. But all right, so let's get started here. We have, first up is a Ultra Fight Tackle Square Up little crankbait. Sweet little, you know, I'm going to take it out. So little floating square bill crankbait. Who doesn't like throwing crankbait? Especially for, I mean, a lot of people are like, oh, crankbaits are just for bass. No, not at all. It's a baby crankbait, folks. Got some rattles in it and everything. Love throwing these things. Bluegill eat these things up, and bluegill are so much fun. They put up such a big fight, especially when you use an ultralight tackle like I normally have, which I'll probably do a video for that coming up. So that little feller is $3.99 for that guy. The next one up is ooh, it's a rattle trap. Hey, yeah, right here, a little rattle trap. Love these things. I have got a couple of them myself. This guy is the grub pattern. Never fished the grub pattern. I love their little bleeding shad. Rattle Trap's a great company, great little lures. It's $6.49 for that little guy. I've got a couple of these. This is going to be awesome. Next up is I got crappie bait eggs. Okay, wow. Magic Products Incorporated. Crappie bait eggs. Okay, see, I haven't fished like salmon eggs since I was like a little kid, little itty bitty kid with my dad. That's gonna be, see, I would never go out and buy these. This is gonna be something cool to try. I mean, I might relive some childhood memories or just find a really cool new way, rediscover a cool way to catch more fish. All about catching fish, guys and girls. So that little fella right there, a 1 ounce package is $2.99. Next up, I'll flip it over. We got a Big Diddy Baits single tail grub. Big Diddy Baits single tail grub. Right here. Here we go. So these are single tail grubs, obviously. Fished these quite a bit. Not this one, but just single tail grubs in general. These are kind of like a smoke color. I don't think I've ever, you can really see that very well. But I don't think I've ever fished a smoke color. So like I said, not something I probably would buy. I usually stick to like chartreuse or actually like the pink ones on the crappie, that kind of thing. They seem to bite them a lot. I don't know, whatever. But those right there go for $1.58 for that 10-pack. Next up is a Stan's Slip Bobber. So both companies have bobbers. It's April. Panfish are going crazy. Bobbers is a very popular way to catch them. I mean, the companies, they may be rivals, they do think alike. They send you stuff you're going to catch fish on for that. And they do it same with their bass boxes. And, I mean, they've got, I'm pretty sure they both have like a catfish box. I know they both have an inshore box. I mean, they're both great companies. So that right there is a number 50 Stand Slip Bobber, is $1.60. That'll come in great for the eggs, the crappie eggs that I just got. Next up is a Panfish Plastics Paddle Tail Grub. Panfish Plastics, never heard. So doesn't mean they're new. I'm not in the fishing in. So here is the Panfish Plastic. Okay, so these are kind of different looking. So I don't know if you can see that or not, but they're round. They've got kind of like a round head to them on the tip. And they don't have a spin tail, but they've got like a little paddle tail. So it's like a miniature swim bait type deal. So give them a shot. Drop shot them, jig head them. You know, we'll find a way to catch fish with them. That's $2.19 for a 10-pack. So that was the Panfish Plastics Paddle Tail Grub. Next up, I've got a spider rig from Northern Tackle. Honestly, I've never used one of these. Never used a spider rig before, so once again, something I would probably not just go out to my tackle shop and buy. So that'll be interesting to try. First time trying a spider rig. That's from Northern Tackle, and that was $2.29 for that. Last thing on the card here, we've got Southern Pro. Okay, Southern Pro is a company I'm familiar with. Love their crappie craws. This is a triple tail grub. Just a little triple tail grub there. I've got a couple of these already. To be honest, I don't think I've fished a triple tail. Yeah, I did. It was last fall. I got a pack off a friend of mine, and I did catch a couple fish on them. So different color, but you know, we'll give them a whirl. So that is it for the. Oh, I'm sorry. This one, Mr. Tackle Box sticker. Stick it on anything. Toolbox, tackle box, truck window, your mom's bumper. I mean, whatever you want to do. Also, Mr. Tackle Box has called Match the Hatch. Now, what this is basically like a little miniature lottery ticket. So you would scratch off this bottom area right here, and it's going to reveal a prize. I mean, rods, reels, all kinds of crazy stuff. And then on the top section right there, there's going to be a bunch of symbols like KVDs on there. Kevin Van Dibble is what they call them. KVD, the other KVD. There's lures, rod, reel, that kind of thing. If you match 3, and they don't have to be up, down, diagonal like tic-tac-toe, but just if there's 3 of the same symbol on there, you win the prize. So that's a cool little thing, which I'll do that later. I don't have anything on me. So yeah, there it is. We're going to get into the water here pretty quick. Pretty busy schedule, but Mystery Tackle Box, the guys go on there and do them. They call them MTB Slams. I don't think they've labeled the Lucky Tackle Box ones. I'll call it Lucky Tackle Box Jam. So I got an MTB Slam and an LTB Jam. That's what we'll call it. So my little bitty little John boat's not quite ready to go yet. Tore it apart this winter and redid it. Haven't quite got it all back together the way I want it yet, but the kayak's ready to go in the water. I'm waiting for a couple parts to come in, but I can put it in without those. So one of these days, the next week or so, hopefully I'll be able to get on the water. I got a buddy who's got a lake on his property. It's a pretty decent sized little pond or lake. I don't know what classifies pond, what classifies lake, the area, but it's a pretty good little place, and he claims there's a bunch of fish in it. So we'll give that a whirl. There's a lot of farm ponds in the area, so, you know, do some bank fishing from then, so on and so forth. You can get back to them. So stay tuned, and hopefully we will have something up for you pretty quick.